Hello students, welcome back to online learning of English subject. Last time we have already learned Unit 1, 1.5. The name of the lesson was Joan of Arc. And also some homework was given to you. I hope all of you have done it definitely. So my dear students, today we are going to study English Kumar Bharti Unit 1, lesson number 1.6, The Alchemy of Nature. Before going to the explanation part of the lesson, first let me introduce about the author of the lesson, The Alchemy of Nature. The Alchemy of Nature is written by the author Raksha Bhaderia, who is an Indian author and also an editor. She has published books like Me, A Handbook for Life and All and Nothing. She has also edited and compiled 13 titles of the Chicken Soup series for the Indian audience. She is the founder of a relationship-centered website called bonobiology.com. The writer begins the chapter by quoting the lines from William Blake's poem to enhance the appeal of the chapter. The writer wants to emphasize on the importance of nature in our lives and how even the smallest of things can inspire us. She also wants us to realize the importance of taking out time to appreciate nature. Now I am reading one 4-line poem which is written by William Blake. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower, whole infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. Next, I am going to explain each and every line of the poem which is written by William Blake. Here in the first line, to see a world in a grain of sand, it means something as tiny as a grain. Means something as tiny as a grain of sand can spark off an idea or imagination of a huge significance to the world. Second line of the poem is, and a heaven in a wild flower. It means one can witness and experience the beauty of heaven in something as small as wildflower and derive joy forever. So, for this, only one should have eyes and time to see it. Now I am reading one 4-line poem which is written by William Blake. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower, whole infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. And the last line, that is the 4th line, and eternity in an hour. It means eternity is endless time, but just an hour in your life can make a difference to the world forever. And if we say the last 2 lines, that is whole infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. These are the 2 lines. It means great deeds can surpass the limits of time and space. They never die. Your deeds means action and surpass means take over. If great action can take over the limits of time and space, but they never die. The 4-line poem which I have already explained you now, which is written by William Blake, what it describes. The 4 lines of the poem describes about the beauty of nature. So this is the lesson which we are going to study today. So let's start with the explanation part of the lesson. We instinctively turns to outdoor activities and nature as a way of relaxing and enhancing our well-being. Nature soothes and nurtures. Nature fulfills and motivates. Nature whispers and commands. It means the writer tells that sometimes nowadays we see that many people early in the morning goes out in the garden. For what? To feel relaxed and enhancing our well-being. Nature also increase our health and also our goodness. Nature soothes and nurtures. Here soothes means calm and nurture means look after. Nature is calm and also it looks after us. Nature fulfills and motivates. Nature what fulfills what we want. What we want, what we need, nature fulfills that and it also motivates us. Nature whispers and commands. Here whispers means to talk silently. Here nature talks silently and also gives us command. But sometimes we never obey the command and then the disasters occurs. Are you listening? Why the writer say this line? Because we all are busy in our daily life and it's fact that we are not listening the command of the nature. And then what happened? Then the disasters occurs. And in the second line, when I do, it leaves me complete awe. So what is the meaning of awe? Awe means great wonder and amazement. The line implies that whenever I listen to the nature, it leaves me in great wonder and amazement. So let's see how it is. We have a hibiscus plant in our garden. Every fortnight, a flower blooms on it, big, bright, and tender. Through the day, it smiles with the sun and dances with the wind, but as evening approaches, it starts wilting. Here, wilting means becoming weak and beginning to bend towards the ground. The morning after it withers completely, and by evening it falls and becomes one with the earth again. Here, wither means become weak or dried or start decaying. The flower comes to life only for a day, yet it does so in full splendor. Here, splendor means great beauty which attracts admiration and attention. What if we to live our life, however short, to its fullest?